And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Auburn Tigers offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on the team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be...
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to barge in. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Tosses it incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll do it himself. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
15-yard line. First down for the offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Runs through the tackle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. And the Tigers are marching down the field.
Here we go.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. Looking for room at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Leaves it with the running back. Inside the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Might as well stick with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First and goal for the offense.
Sure. Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Trying to punch it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 31 over West Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Finds us back in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's got it. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Moses. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. To the air on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off play action on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go, let's go. Eyes up. Ready?
The give to the back. Nice move there. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Callaway. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
Right on the money. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking for space. It's Moses. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. The 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Bringing it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Lost to throw again. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Moses. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Off play action. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Look at that toughness, just running through every everybody. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Callaway. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, and the attempt is no good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kick will be a little bit closer this time. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Big guy tries to barrel in. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leiter, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 5 over Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Takes the handoff. It's Moses. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs...
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll take another shot here. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Gonna look downfield again. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll leave it with him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They feed him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They go to the ground.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
On the ground, it's Moses. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? The give to the tailback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases,